Sound a little better.
Okay, so
Are any matchups in particular? Or just
I'm
until you can kinda
guessing
give us the
Puff,
name?
Marth, Fox.
Okay. Yeah, any particular order?
No.
No? All right. Well, I'll do Marth first since I don't want people to forget that I talked about him. All right. For Marth, I feel it's kind of weird. I feel Marth is a lot like Sheik for Falco, at least the way I think about the game, because there's no real. He has a lot of good out of shield options for any type of pressure. He has decent enough counters for any type of aggressive approach. So you really can't aggro Marth. You really have to try and outsmart the character. You really have to make him find a time to drop his shield or get something off your grab or getting him above him. It's not, you don't usually death combo Marth, and so you have to end up trying to outsmart him. And the interesting thing about Marth is that even while you're trying to get on him, you have to worry about him surprising you. He could trade forward smash for a laser. He could dash attack under your lasers or down tilt under them, or he could even just jab you out of them. So you have to be really conscious about all of your actions. Marth, and again, try not to do anything stupid by the edge. If he's shielding and he's a wave dash distance away from the edge, obviously don't run in with a nair or a down air. I've been guilty of myself a few times. Because he can easily wave dash back, grab, go for a simple gimp. Not much Falco can do there, obviously. Chain grab, when you're chain grabbed by Marth, I've heard Mango say, and I've done this a little bit. I don't play a lot of Marth, so I have varying experience in this. But if you mix up your DI and then you kind of mix up a no DI and a slight DI behind Marth, it's very difficult for him to really call which way you're falling, and so he can flub the regrab. So that's a good way to get out chain grabs. And then you have when you start getting up tilted, you can, when you're above, I want to say 50 or 60%, you start DIing the up tilt away from Marth, or behind him, I guess I should say, so that you fly away from any death follow-ups. Beyond that, don't really try. If you get hit in the air, by an up air or something, don't do anything stupid like double jump, fastball a down air on him. That's going to be easy. Falco doesn't have a lot of aerial mobility. Real easy to bait and grab Falco out of it. Keep it tricky. Don't do anything stupid that'll get you grabbed or anything laggy. If you do a dumb aerial that you think you can get up B out of shielded on, or or anything like that, like Marth can wave dash out of shield forward smash. You do anything that you think could get you punished, try to just retreat out of there, retreating down there, or just you just don't want to get caught. You don't want to get caught in your shield against Marth. You don't want to get caught with him approaching you and you're stuck. Marth can poke at your shield, you can get the shield poke, and he can force your rolls and spot dodge very easily and go for his death combos, obviously. And then Fox. Obviously, if you can't combo Fox, if you can't get creative with mixing up your the way you combo him, like mixing in shines or up tilts or down airs at above 40% in ways that reverse up tilts, or maybe you do shines, or maybe you just do something weird like a forward air or something, or an up air or something. It's just anything different to play with Fox's DI. If you don't do anything different, the Fox can DI. The Fox can DI out of pretty much anything you think would be guaranteed. Because I've watched a lot of Shiz and Chow's videos, and people can find ways around anything that you think is guaranteed to go for every single time. So no combo is the best or perfect. It's best to mix it up, keep people guessing, make them DI badly, and punish them as hard as you can for it. Foxes and chain grabs again. You have to mess with your DI and just hope for the best. Real easy for Fox to tech chase Falco. You have to be tricky with that too. Obviously, don't do anything dumb around Fox's shield by the edge. You get shined or thrown off. Fox can edge guard and gimp Falco. If you can get the grab, or you can gimp Fox as well. Forward throw or back there, forward tilt to catch the double jump, or to just push them away from the edge. And you can down air to where they cannot tech the wall, freeze stock. And sometimes is what Falco needs to make up for the hard hitting gimps or grab combos Fox can do. Oh yeah, for platform camping, which is what you'll pretty much see foxes do unless they're cold ball, and I can talk about what southern foxes like to do against Falco, but what you'll pretty much see foxes do is they'll platform camp against Falco, and because Fox is so much faster than Falco, I don't want to say your only option is to shoot at him, but especially if you don't fight higher level foxes a lot, it's better to just shoot them because you want them to come to you. But that becomes risky after a while, so you have to start mixing in. You do have to start mixing in shines, and you have to start mixing in back airs and other approaches as well. Because if you just shoot, then Fox can force you to jump. Fox can drop down when you jump, and then he can get under you. And Fox can pressure Falco really hard from below. Can get that. If Fox gets an up air, then it's just as good as getting a grab combo from there. Let's see. I think. Nothing else really. Oh yeah, when Fox is off the stage, you always want to look for the forward B first. He starts to up B, laser him as much as possible, and then look for the mix-up forward B. If he goes for the up B again, obviously laser until he has to go low, and then you can try and spike him or forward smash him, or invincible, shine him from the edge. Just don't. Or maybe get him to come onto the stage, up tilt him. Just different things. Don't let it. It's much easier when Fox is below the stage, though he can tech and do the instant forward B, like Cobalt did against me at CEO. So what you can do there is you can just mix up when you try to hit them. Like you can mix up down smash, or when you fast fall your down air, or if you grab the edge and you force them to go higher, then you can punish them. You can jump on stage right before they go, and then you can punish them. There are all sorts of things you can do to trick Fox into doing what you want and avoiding, free recoveries like that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's. Oh yeah. Don't try. But even though you can get creative with your combos, don't try to drag them on. Like there is a certain point you want to get Fox to the edge. When you get a combo, it's important to make the most of it. You have to make your hits count against Fox because you don't know when you're going to catch him again. Always, when you get your hit, get him to the edge as quickly as possible. Get him off, and if you can get him up below 40%, you can get that down air kill, which Fox can do nothing about, and it'll kill him. Especially the weaker down air.
When you had that
so
good.
Try to get Fox off the stage as quickly as possible, preferably with a smash. Podcast hosting.
Podcast?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, what up? Sorry.
No, I love you, man. That's cool.
Huh?
Anyway, so on to Puff.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to just blanket statement Puff because I am learning. I am specifically learning sort of how to fight Hungry Bucks at this point. But what I can tell you from sort of trying to learn him is that it's not necessarily safest to camp Puff or to wait for him to always or Puff to always approach. You want to hold stage control against Puff, because if you give Puff the stage control, then you're reduced to platform camping, or if it's on FD, then you're forced to sit, and Puff is going to wall. The reason Puff is hard for a lot of Falcos is because lasers don't really affect her. She can float above them. She can hit you as you try to laser her, float down on you. And her aerial mobility is obviously much greater than Falco's ground mobility and aerial mobility. So it's hard for Falco to really maneuver around her, especially when Puff has the stage control. But you do have back air to save you in pretty much any bad situation. So it's really important not to get flustered when you can't rely on your gun in tough situations like that. There's always a way to come out. And if you have a platform to camp under, that makes it much easier because you know exactly how Puff is going to try to come in. It's typically with a very spaced back air or the forward air or a nair that Puff is trying to come in on and get you close to the edge, get that quick, and get in your head. That's the worst thing about playing Puff is the psychological aspect. Puff can kill Falco really early if you make bad decisions. Easy throw kills, easy rest setups. You have to be very meticulous. You have to be very precise in order to avoid them. But they are entirely avoidable. And obviously punishment on your end has to be barriers if you're going to make up for things like that. And so, shine doesn't really do that much good as far as combos go. I prefer up tilts in my combos. I'll substitute up tilt, whereas I would shine most other characters, or really floaties in general, I'll up tilt more. But what I like to do is what I've seen Southern Falcos do is they'll down air and they'll keep down airing because Puff, first of all, Puff has a very bad tech roll, and not great get up attack. So it's really in your best interest to take advantage of it. Down air Puff into the ground. Puff misses the tech, free down smash. You do as much damage on Puff as you can because it's probably going to be a stray back air or usually stray back air. Sometimes you get a nair. Sometimes you even get something like an up or a down air, spike, kill, which are always very nice to have. And again, so you need to rack up as much damage as you can. Don't always think about if Puff's off the stage that you need to get the kill, so you don't get anxious, but you need to remember that Puff is trying to recover. Puff has 5 jumps, and it's important to count them because sometimes Puff players will develop habits with how many jumps they use before they do a certain action, so it's important to observe that. Shout out to Doggy Sandwich for that tip, by the way. When Puff's recovering, obviously you don't really want to overextend yourself. You don't want to go too far off the stage. You go off, then Puff's on the stage, and then you're back to the bad situation again. So you have to kind of remember that you can mess the situation up very badly, but you have to also understand that Puff is going to be very scared. Puff, like when you try to fight Puff, being on a different plane, height is much better for you. If Puff's low or high, obviously, and her moves come out on the side, then you have a way to rise and hit her because you have good aerial, you have good upwards mobility. You can rise up very quickly with a back air, and you can knock Puff off again, or away again, or you can quickly fastball a down air if Puff's coming low and hit her. That's why you'll typically see Puffs retreat. Once they get ledge height, they'll retreat with like a back air or a forward air, and then grab the edge because they need a move that comes out directly between them and their opponent to scare them away before they can grab the edge. And it's something I'm still working out the kinks on, but it's best to still try and trade with those moves because at worst you'll be on the other end of the stage and those moves won't kill you. Puff needs to push you off and then keep you off in order to kill you. So Puff will push you off or push you away and then grab the edge, and then you'll be safe. Best case scenario obviously is you trade and you kill Puff, or you make your edge guarding situation much better, and you scare the Puff into trying to do something like air dodge next time and make it that much easier to punish. Another thing, when Puff's shielding, try not to be intimidated. Puff shield isn't that good. Just make sure you feel confident in your L cancels. Make sure that you bait shield grabs. Puffs really like the shield grab. The payout for them is very high, but that sometimes makes them prone to shield grab too much. So you can take advantage of that. Free forward smash, free down tilt, come up with a grab, start down air combos, whatever is good for the situation or whatever you feel like doing. And I'm probably dragging this out too long, so I'm going to end it there.
Thanks for watching segment 3 of Dr. PeePee's podcast, and that wraps everything up.
Thank you guys.
I did the same